Welcome to the Kavkas U. Chelsea 2, Nottingham Forest 0. We're through to the fourth round in realistically our only hope of a trophy this year. I'm excited. I want us to win this. 9 changes. And you know what? Those changes were fair. They were justified. You need to rest some players. You need to bring in some players and get their confidence up. And in some cases, you need to give some match fitness to some of these players because it's becoming to a point where they're bench warming. They're not active members of the squad. I don't remember the last time I saw Batshuayi or Barkley or Pedro. I forgot Pedro was even a Chelsea player. But yeah, there was 9 changes. Everything was going good. In this video, we're going to talk about a few things. We're going to talk about, 1, initially how Hudson-Odoi, in my opinion, is a better right winger than he is a left winger. 2, why Michy Batshuayi is getting too much unnecessary stick on a regular basis and this needs to stop. 3, why Tomori and Christensen might be the way forward. And 4, finally, what does this mean for our season and this cup in general? What does the FA Cup mean for me? And any other bits and bobs that come into my mind. I never planned this stuff. I just go with the flow. So if you're interested in all of this, stick around. We're going to cover everything. And finally, like, comment, subscribe. I want this to be an engaging platform. I want us to be a team. So, Callum Hudson-Odoi. What did Callum do well today? In my opinion, Callum had a little spring in his step today. In my opinion, Callum was not scared to try things. And I always like that in my players. You need to be direct. You need to attack. Do not be scared. You're a winger. There's too many defensive wingers these days. And I hate it with a passion. I can't accept a defensive winger. You're a winger for a reason. You have flair. You can take out your man, create chances, commit people. Callum Hudson-Odoi did that. When he dropped, my heart stopped. I'm not lying to you. When he was on that floor, I was like, not again, not again. Why him? Why him? But you know what? It planned out to be well. He had a very good game. But my main takeaway from this game today was Callum's a right winger. He's not a left winger. Callum Hudson-Odoi is not a clinical finisher. He's not going to be a goal-scoring left winger that's going to get you 20 with 15 assists. That's never going to be Hudson-Odoi. I can tell you that right now. Stop convincing yourselves he's going to be that goal-scoring threat. He hasn't got it in him. He's not a clinical striker and he'll never will be. But he does have one thing. Put him on the right-hand side, he can beat a man. He can cut in and create stuff. That combo of him and Reece James is going to work miracles for us in years to come. We need to understand he is a right winger. Play him on that side and let him develop. Every time we put him on the left wing, he does the same thing. He comes in, shoots, comes in, shoots, comes in, shoots. He never goes on the outside on his left foot. Today, he came in on his left foot and banged it in. But the threat of going in behind was beautiful. I loved it. Additionally, you need to look at the second thing now. Michy Batshuayi. I think he might be the most polarizing figure in this fan base after Ross Barkley. And both of them, in my opinion, today have got the bad end of a bad stick. Because if you think about it logically, right? These players don't play. Can you go back to your job without doing it for approximately 5 weeks? And be expected to take off exactly where you left off? Michy Batshuayi has not played football properly in maybe a month. I don't remember when he had longer than half an hour. All he has is training sessions. All of a sudden, he's getting pinpoint crosses, sniper crosses, and he has to retaliate and react and score. It's hard, guys. On another day, Michy gets a hat-trick today, and you're all saying it's no big deal. It's only Nottingham Forest. Well, can we stay consistent with him? It's no big deal today. He missed a few chances. On another day, he scores those. The fact that people are telling me Tammy's going to bury those. Have you been watching Tammy? Tammy misses as much as he scores. Maybe even twice the amount that he scores. He's not that clinical, and neither is Michy. I can accept that. Michy might not be starting caliber because Lampard doesn't believe in him. Lampard won't give him minutes here and there. It's obvious. So, we need an elite level striker. We need a striker that we can have as a number 9, and Michy needs to go because there's no faith in him. There's no pathway, because you guys love the word pathway. There's no pathway to thread him into this team. Lampard doesn't rotate. He doesn't fancy him. It's clear. It's done. Giroud didn't come on because Giroud's off. Pedro had his farewell game today, in my opinion. That was a farewell. Get him subbed off. Give him that little round of applause. But in my opinion, Michy Batshuayi needs to go, and he'll prove all of you wrong when he goes. He will become a clinical striker because you could see The talent is there. He has good all-round game as well. He gets heavily criticised for a lot of things that aren't his fault. He's not match sharp. How is he meant to be match sharp if he's not playing? This needs to stop in this fan base. He's being scapegoated. And the same could be said about Barkley as well, you know. Barkley today, people are going to say he was poor. But, why was he poor? Answer that question. Why was he poor? Fikayo Tomori, just amazing. He literally was another standout for me today. He's so aggressive, quick, but smart in where he's aggressive. The penalty he gave away today was never a penalty in my opinion. It was just a tangle of legs, and that happens all the time. They both instigated it, and it happens, in my opinion. He solidified for me a starting place in the next game. Christensen looked amazing next to him, but at the same time, we need to take into consideration the all-round effect. Tomori's been doing this on a weekly basis because he's been given the opportunity. When Christensen has been given the opportunity, he's been letting us down. So one good performance shouldn't justify being in the team. With Tomori, it's an accumulation of performances where, in my opinion, he's better than Zuma and Rudiger. So Tomori should be starting. Finally, we're going to talk about my good friend Reece James. Regular balls into the box. Today, he was cooking up everything. Best player on the pitch by far. The amount of balls that came into that box were phenomenal, and they were with quality and end product. If we had a striker with end product today that was sharp, we're scoring 5-6. He was phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal. And this player needs to play. He needs to play on the right-hand side alongside Hudson-Odoi. Hudson-Odoi in front of him, he's right behind. That right channel will be danger for days. The midfield looked very good and solid. We controlled the game. It's Nottingham Forest, for crying out loud. At the end of the day, we've got a good squad, and top 4 should happen. I want Frank Lampard to prioritise this cup as well. I want us winning trophies. We're a big club. We win trophies on a yearly basis. Prioritise this trophy as well. If it looks like we're not getting top 4, then okay, I understand that. But one game extra every 2-3 weeks doesn't impact you that much. I want to win trophies. Emerson, he needs to step up his game or he will be out of there quick. But all in all, guys, I don't really have much to talk about today. It's been a fantastic performance. Cho scored a goal. Barkley scored 1. It was basically, fantasy football would say it's Cho's assist, but it's not a Cho assist. All in all, good performance. Chelsea are through to the next round. Like, comment, subscribe. Do you think I was harsh on anything I said today? And yeah, guys, I'm out. Peace. See you later.